Hi, let's take an example of IELTS Task 2 writing. Most of the people like to read newspaper online. Do its advantages outweigh disadvantages? It is really a very typical for IELTS student to write an essay of outweigh. Lot many people get stuck that how it is to be written, right? In this video, I am going to discuss about it, what is the pattern and how we have to follow it. Hi, my name is Sehdev Sharma. You are watching my videos. I am from Success Mantra Education Jalandhar, and today in detail I will discuss that how the outweigh questions are written and how wonderfully you can lay out and you can get the good score. Let's go to the video. Thank you. Hello students, as discussed, now I am going to discuss about the question in your IELTS writing, academic or journal, how to write the question of outweigh. It is a very special pattern of writing, and here let me clarify that nowadays lot of questions are coming for this. So first understand what is the outweigh. What do you mean by outweigh? Outweigh means we are going to discuss the two different items, right? And we are going to outweigh one. Okay, I'll write one practical problem before you, and we will discuss on that behalf that how its planning is being done and what we can do, right? Okay, let us take one topic. Nowadays, lots of people like to study newspaper online. Do its advantages outweigh disadvantages, right? This type of question you will get, where you will get straightway you will find what is written in the outweigh, right? If you find this question, it needs to be done very special. This particular pattern is entirely different from advantage, disadvantage or problem and cause and other patterns of task 2, right? As I discussed, we are going to discuss now task 2, planning, particularly for your outweigh questions. Okay. In my class, I generally say that in introduction, there is a one segment which we call it thesis statement. We call it thesis statement. Thesis statement. What is thesis statement? Thesis statement is we are going to discuss that what is there in the essay, right? Whether it is advantage or disadvantage or problem and call or discuss both the side, I advise my students to write their points. Thesis statement is to write their points in the introduction. We are going to discuss, we are going to tell the examiner, yes, we are going to discuss the problem on these particular points. But when this comes, particularly outweigh, I never advise my students to write the points in the introduction. What is the logic for that? I will tell you the logic, dear students. The logic is this. This question asked me, do its advantage outweigh disadvantage? That means it is something forecast. For example, these are the two different teams which are going to fight with each other, and we don't know which team is going to win. Even though we know that on the back of our mind that which team is going to win, but we will not clearly explain or show in our introduction. Please do not show in the introduction that which team is going to win, otherwise it will look like the match is fixed. I know match is 100% fixed here in this case, but we are not going to show it to the examiner, right? So how to plan for this? This is only the pattern in your IELTS exam, where I advise my students to write 2 points in BP1, right? So write 2 points in BP1 and write only 1 point in BP2. Definitely its length is going to differ now. Generally we write 10 to 12 lines in a BP. So far, if outweigh question is there, In your BP1, please write around 13 to 14 lines along with example and along with your conclusion, along with your hands or consequently the last line. And in your BP2, please write only 1 point. Point should be given only one. So that 1 point may have 7, 8 or 9 lines and pattern will remain same. We will give one example here. We will also give one example here. By the length of the paragraph, the examiner will come to know that whether advantages are outweighing the disadvantage or outweighing the disadvantage. Now, what is the biggest mistake students are going to do here? The biggest mistake is this type of question is never balanced. That means one side has to be very heavy, second we need to be very light. How we can make it light? This is only the one method, that we need not to reduce the length of the paragraph, but we need to reduce the number of points which we are going to discuss. Please, this thing you keep in your mind. Now, if I go for its planning, I don't know newspapers online advantage are more or disadvantage are more. I am going to now explain the points that how I plan for my essay. If I talk about advantages and I will write a disadvantage, please listen, please think 3 to 4 advantage or 3 to 4 disadvantage. Then we are going to decide how we are going to perform it. Okay, if I talk about online reading of newspaper, what are advantage? For me, advantage is 24/7, latest news and affordability. Sorry, I'll leave the affordability. Then we need to think at least 5 to 6 or 7 or at least 4 advantages for this, right? We can say that it is cheaper as compared to other. Okay, then there is no geographical boundaries, something like that. And if I say about disadvantage, there is a disadvantage of health, right? If we keep on studying on our mobiles or laptops, definitely it is going to affect our eyes. Or we can think about another disadvantage is that fake news, because it is very easy to change the content. Suppose they have given 25th Jan and they want to make it 26th, online they can easily make it. But if it is a hard copy, it is quite difficult to make, right? So responsibility is very less here in the online resources, whereas the published resources, the authenticity and integrity as well as the responsibility is much bigger. Okay, we planned something like that. Now from when we going to plan for this, we will come to know that which side is going to be heavy, right? This side seems to be heavy, so I wish that this side should win. If this side should win, that means I have to pick up 2 points from here and that points I will make BP1, right? So I can't pick up 2 points from here, otherwise there is no fun of outweighing something, right? If team A has given 2 punches, team B has also given 2 punches, or there is a football match, team A also scored 2 goals and team B also scored 2 goals, then who is going to win? Nobody is going to win. And I cannot score 3 goals. It is against the principles of writing task 2, right? So team A can score only 2 goals and team B has to score only 1. So out of these 2, we will pick up 1. So we will pick up health. Now things are quite clear. I am not going to explain in the introduction. My introduction will go very, very simple, right? And what is that? Your thesis statement, how it will go? Please, the best line which I know that how we can write it. We need to simply write that in the thesis statement that this essay will discuss the points relevant to both sides before coming to any concrete decision. That means in my thesis statement, in my BP1, in my introduction, I am going to say this, that I will make sure that both the teams are going to fight with each other, and I don't know who is going to win, but I know who is going to win. This team A is going to win because it is in my planning. Accordingly, I will make the BP1. Accordingly, I will make BP2. And after that things are over, then in conclusion, the last line is very, very, very important. Dear students, this you might have never heard about this line, that it has to be written there. What is the last line of your conclusion? After the detailed discussion, after the detailed discussion, it can be deduced that advantages of online reading of newspaper outweigh disadvantages. Dear students, if you are not writing this line, please note down this line. I will make it for more focused. After the detailed discussion, it can be deduced that advantages of online reading of newspaper, that means your topic sentence, outweigh disadvantages. If this line is not written, I am not going to get the good marks, because what examiner has asked me, what he has asked me, he has asked me this question, do its advantage outweigh disadvantage? Then answer should be there in the last. This will become your last sentence of your outweigh if it is not there. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, right? I give you the best videos. I don't think that you will find any wonderful video like this, that how outweigh essays are written, and it is very contemporary. It is very commonly coming in your examinations. So make focus that in intro you will not give any point, and you will discuss the point in unbalanced, or some teachers say that you write 70-30. This is the 70-30 pattern, especially for the outweigh only, not for other patterns, right? This is my perception. If you write like this, definitely you're going to get the good marks. I think the outweigh question is quite clear to you. I will make videos for advantage, disadvantage, as others also, and fetch you the best. And please subscribe to my channel and give me your comments. I shall be waiting for it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. Bye bye.